Now at 11, the Tri-Cities experiencing the first snowfall of the season. Here's a live Viper 11 radar view. We're live with the latest local weather alerts from Storm Team 11. Road conditions tonight vary depending upon where you are in our region, with the worst of it in the mountains so far. We'll have a live report to help you prepare for the morning drive. Winter weather's forcing some local school districts to alter their schedules in a year where they've been doing a lot of that. We're streaming the latest school schedule changes at the bottom of your screen during the half hour ahead. And the Christmas spirit in full swing. We'll show you lights switched on tonight from Tennessee's capital to the nation's capital.
Live, you're watching News Channel 11 at 11.
Yeah, here we go. The first snowstorm of the season already impacting the entire News Channel 11 viewing area tonight. Snow began this afternoon in the mountains and it continues region-wide at the 11 o'clock hour. Welcome into News Channel 11 at 11 o'clock on this Monday night. I'm Josh Smith. Sarah Diamond has the evening off. Thank you for joining us. Most roads in the Tri-Cities metro area still fairly wet at this hour. Here's a live look at the Interstate 81, Interstate 26 interchange right in the heart of Sullivan County from that TDOT SmartWay camera. Nashville saw rain transition to snow by early afternoon. Here's some video from Putnam County, Central Tennessee earlier today. Moving east into Sevier County, a live look tonight from Ober-Gatlinburg, where the skiers are loving it. The snow continues to fall there in Sevier County. Our team coverage tonight at 11. Angela Daniels in Kingsport tracking road conditions, but let's begin with Chief Meteorologist Mark Reynolds. He's in our Storm Center. Mark, what are you thinking?
Josh, we are still looking at that snow, which will continue from time to time, at least through 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning. Already giving reports now, Roan Mountain, that's just past the town of Roan Mountain, about 2.5 to 3 inches of snow there. So yes, it's snowing in the higher elevations. The top of Roan, the top of Beech Mountain, that's where we're looking at the best chance of maybe 4 to 6 inches of snow. Now we're still watching the snow on the radar. Some of the darker blue indicating where we're seeing some moderate snow coming down. You're seeing that right over the Tri-City Airport area through Washington County, parts of Sullivan County. And again, as we zoom on down, you can see some of that snow again. Radar doesn't pick up snow too well in the mountains, but it's there. And there's a view from downtown Bristol, wet pavement. We've been looking at some of the snow accumulating on the surfaces there, not only around the Bristol area, but through Sullivan County into the Tri-City area, Washington County and Greene County as well. And you see the radar there. We're still watching the snow showers, which will continue. It looks like the snow is out of here, though, early in the morning. We'll clear out through the afternoon. A cold day, high at 35, more of that weather, and some beautiful pictures coming in just a few more minutes. Josh.
Mark, thank you very much. Now, as Mark said, this is primarily a significant snow event for the mountains, and that is fantastic news for the ski slopes. Here's a live look at Beech Mountain, the Beech Mountain Parkway, covered with snow tonight, and nobody's sad about that in the high country where the ski industry means money. Road conditions are not too bad in the Metro Tri-Cities area tonight, and that could change in some spots before your morning drive. Let's go to Angela Daniels. She's in Kingsport. Angela, you spoke with TDOT. You spoke with some local road managers tonight. What are they telling you?
Josh, I'm here in Kingsport, and as you can tell, the snow is coming down pretty quick, but it just is not sticking anywhere. Earlier today, I spoke with several different road superintendents, and crews are out on the roads. The Tennessee Department of Transportation has had crews on the road since 8:30 this morning. TDOT's plan was to pre-treat the roads, but a spokesman told me that was limited by the rain ahead of the snow, bringing concern for what will happen when the temperature drops throughout the night.
The precipitation should still be taking place, be it in rain, sleet, snow, kind of that wintry mix. And our crews will stay on the job as long as necessary. We expect them to be working at least until the morning on Tuesday.
Another concern, the effectiveness of the materials as it gets colder. In Unicoi County, they are using a different strategy, no pre-treating tonight, in part because of funding.
We're not doing pre-treatment because we don't have the money in the budget to do the pre-treating. We're allocated so much each year, and that's what we have to use. We've been very fortunate. Last year was a mild winter, and we had our salt left over.
Back here at the Kingsport Welcome Center, I'm here with the Storm Chaser powered by Grindstaff. We're getting ready to take this out on the roads and show you what conditions are like as the temperatures drop just a little bit. We'll see you in about 15 minutes. But for now, live in Kingsport, Ansley Daniel, News Channel 11.
Ainsley, thank you. And you'll find school schedule changes now scrolling at the bottom of your screen and on WJHL.com. A few of the notables here closed tomorrow because of the weather. Washington County, Tennessee, Greene County, Johnson County, and Unicoi County. You'll find those closing and delays on the bottom of your screen throughout this newscast and always online. Also get those text alerts. Great way to stay up to date with the latest winter weather changes throughout the overnight. Download the free WJHL weather app. You're going to find that in the App Store and Google Play. Did we mention it is free? Super handy. Sullivan County Mayor Richard Venable today extended the county's mask mandate through the end of the year. The mandate now remains in effect until midnight December 31st. Businesses, organizations, and venues, I should say, that are open in the county now, according to the county mayor, have to require the use of face coverings by employees and by the public. Places of worship are exempt from the mandate. The mandate notes masks are not required while seated for dining in the county, and like all these in Tennessee, no enforcement mechanism in place for these. We're tracking the latest COVID-19 data from across our region, and tonight Ballot Health is reporting a new high in hospitalizations related to the virus. 260 patients tonight in their hospitals. That's up 16 just from yesterday. 48 patients in the Ballot facilities tonight are in intensive care. 30 of them are bad enough that they have to be on ventilators. Also today, a record high in new COVID-19 cases, about 860. We have a breakdown county by county now. Washington County, Tennessee, nearly 200 new cases. Sullivan County, about 156. Greene County, 132. Carter County, 111. These are new cases today. In Southwest Virginia, Tazewell and Washington County, Virginia both had more than 30 new cases. Concerning because it's like in 2 weeks from now, we'll start to see some of the hospitalizations, Ballot says. 11 new COVID-19 deaths reported just today, most in Northeast Tennessee. Sullivan County had 4 new deaths of people who live there. Washington County, Johnson, and Carter counties each reported 2 deaths. In Virginia, Buchanan County reported 1 new death today. A look at active cases in Northeast Tennessee tonight. Sullivan County has more than 800. Greene County topped 400. Carter County about 360. Virginia does not report active cases county by county. Now we're digging deeper tonight into some COVID-19 data, and it clearly shows that November was the pandemic's cruelest month yet in the News Channel 11 viewing area. Our data analysis found that 243 deaths were nearly double the previous monthly high that was set in September. And with a record 494 hospitalizations, 62% above the past high of 300. You can see the numbers here behind me. It's a rough time. ETSU's Health, their chief medical officer, said statistical models suggest we could be in for an even darker December.
There's nothing to indicate that the number of deaths will decrease. If anything, the data says the number of deaths are going to increase.
The region saw nearly 12,000 new cases this month, 50% above October's previous high. Holmes said people giving into COVID fatigue, that worries her.
If people abandon what mitigating things we've done in the past, if they're tired of those things and not continuing those, it's very concerning what's on the horizon.
You can learn more about the region's November numbers in digital reporter Jeff Keeling's story. His deep dives posted live on WJHL.com. Tonight, local and national health leaders are warning about a post-Thanksgiving coronavirus surge. This as plans continue to develop and deploy a COVID-19 vaccine. More now from Elise Preston.
The U.S. has entered a dangerous new phase of the pandemic.
We may see a surge upon a surge.
Up to 50 million Americans may have ignored the CDC's advice to stay home for Thanksgiving. Public health experts fear the sheer volume of travelers will supercharge the virus's spread.
I encourage folks that have come back from the holidays to consider very, very seriously the moment we're in.
Across the country, cities and states are imposing strict new social distancing rules. Los Angeles County's 10 million residents are now under a stay-at-home order.
This pandemic is like a high-speed train, and our projections tell us that we are on target to derail by around the 3rd week of December.
New Jersey is limiting how many people can gather in a group, both indoors and out. The number of confirmed cases in the state has soared in the past week. Governor Phil Murphy says most have ignored the effort to track down the sources of the outbreak.
The number of individuals who refuse to cooperate with our contact tracers is now up to nearly 70%.
In New York City, Mayor Bill de Blasio announced elementary school children will return to their classrooms next week. Earlier this month, the COVID surge forced public schools to close. The infection rate is even higher now. A record 93,000 coronavirus patients were treated in U.S. hospitals on Sunday. Rhode Island ran out of beds on Monday and began sending the sick to field hospitals.
Vaccinations, that is going to be the weapon that will end the war. The only question is when.
The pandemic is intensifying with new vaccines on the verge of becoming available. On Tuesday, the CDC will hold a hearing to draw up recommendations for who the first doses should go to. Next week, the FDA will decide whether to approve Pfizer's vaccine. A decision on Moderna's vaccine is expected shortly after that. Elise Preston, CBS News, New York.
Coming up, winter weather coverage continues with another live update on the roads. Live view here of Interstate 26 headed east out of Kingsport. That's coming up after Mark Reynolds in the Storm Team 11 forecast. Mark, give us the latest.
Just that snow flies across the area through about 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning. Otherwise, sunshine returns for the afternoon, staying cold. We'll give you a look at some of the beautiful pictures coming in. That forecast coming up next.